Hey everybody, welcome back to BigRedEDC. Today we are checking out another petrified fish. Now I'm still pretty new to petrified fish, haven't seen a lot of their models. I think maybe, probably around 4 or 5 right now, as far as what I've seen. But I'm telling you what, this is the 949X, the PF949X, and my favorite by far of the models I've seen. Really, really like it. We'll discuss why here in a bit. But if you remember when I did my unboxing, we had a little bit of cordage in the box. Take that off. I got the cordage out. Got a little bead there. And then, of course, you had the dog tag with petrified fish. And now, like I said, this says PF949 Warrior. There is a larger version, the 949. This is the 949X. And then, but you can use that and you can make a necklace, or you can just put this on your keychain if you'd like. However you'd like to do that. You got your cleaning cloth. Oops, sorry. There you go. Cleaning cloth, petrified fish. And then you got some extra hardware. You got some silver hardware in there. Now, I just kept the black hardware in there because it matches the back spacer. It more or less matches the pocket clip as well. So I just kind of went with the black. But let's start talking about the 949X. And first and foremost, this micarta. Yes, I am really, really enjoying this micarta. It's a flax-based micarta. It's really excellent grip. Might be some of my favorite micarta out there that I've had in hand yet. It's really nice. I am really, really enjoying it. Like I said, you got the black hardware. You got the lanyard hole right there. Got a black G10 back spacer. There's your deep carry pocket clip. No recessed pocket clip screws. You know how we like those recessed pocket clip screws. You do have a recess for the clip, and as you can tell, it is right hand tip up carry only. Now, another little aspect of the clip, you got the fish on it. Now, I know some people won't like that. I know they like their clips clean. You know me, I like fish. I'm digging it. I kind of like it. So, yeah, I like it. So recessed, or not recessed, but oh gosh, what's the term I'm looking for? Nested, there we go. Nested liners, that's the word. You got a flipper tab there. You got some jimping on your flipper tab, which works pretty darn well. Grabs the finger pretty well. The action, that detent, man, that detent is money. May even be, I was going to say it might even be on a little on the heavy side, and it might be, truthfully, but it's, man, there's no question that knife is coming open once it breaks that detent. Really, really nice. Do have a liner lock there. We're locking it up at about, I'm going to say 25-ish, 20 to 25% on the lockup. Let's get our centering. We didn't look at that real quick. Centering is pretty darn good. Yeah, not bad at all. But then, of course, you've got your blade. You do have the petrified fish there on the blade. Again, I know some people aren't going to be crazy about that. You've got kind of those blasted, like a light bead blast on your grinds there. And then you've got that satin flat. There you go. PF949X, K110 steel on this one. Now, you do have kind of a forward choil, but I tell you what, guys, even triggering, I call this the trigger method, staying back on that flipper tab to choke up, you're right there. You're right there by that corner of the blade. So, I mean, if you're going to do it that way, you're going to have to be careful. Action, like I said, the detent is pretty good. Action, it drops, shakes shut, so it's not bad. And like I said, the detent might be just a tad on the heavy side. I will be perfectly honest with you. I like it just the way it is. I really do. I am enjoying, I like that detent. So, all right, let's get some measurements and we'll do some size comparisons. So, what do we have? Now, remember, this is the 949X. So, if you think this one is a little small, well, there is a large version, like I said, the 949. So, that may be one you might be interested in checking in rather than the X. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're right just shy of 7 inches on the overall, I'm getting about a 4-inch handle and then a darn near 3-inch blade. And your cutting edge, I mean, you're right at 2 3/4-ish on your cutting edge. Grip length, you're looking at, really point to point, you're looking at 3 inches. You're going to start getting off past that point if you go much past that. Now, well, we'll talk about that later. I do definitely want to talk about the grip. Let's see, we'll get the bug out there for a size comparison. Bug out's definitely got it by at least a good 1/2 inch on the blade. Handles are pretty comparable, but definitely about a 1/2 inch on the blade. Then, of course, we'll throw out our PM2, which is obviously going to be a much larger knife. PM2's got it by darn near a full inch on the blade and a good 1/2 inch at the handle. So, definitely a much larger knife. We'll get a weight. So, we're looking at about a 3-inch blade. So, if we're going to stay in that, inch per ounce, we should be seeing about 3 ounces. Oh, that's in milliliters. Better get it to where I want it. There it is. 2.5. Now, that's pretty good. That's pretty good for me. It's definitely on that lighter side. Oh, let's show our good friends across the pond some grams. 70. Not bad. Great weight. It carries fantastic. I love the way it carries. Now, like I said, you got the deep carry clip. You do not have the recessed screws. So, it definitely disappears in the pocket. Of course, you can see the fish. Absolutely. Now, I did not have much issue with those screws. There's not a whole lot. My work pants are a little thinner, so it was fine on that. My jeans, it's a little snug. It's a little snug on my jeans. But not too bad. Not too bad. I didn't mind it too bad at all. So the overall, guys. Well, I already told you. I think it's 5. Of the 5 Petrified fish models that I've seen, this one, the 949X, is by far my favorite. Why is it my favorite? Well, you guys know I trend towards the smaller knives, for one. I can get a full 4-finger grip on it, and yeah, and I tell you what, I am locked into this knife. This is a fantastic grip for me. Put my thumb up there on the blade. You've definitely got a little bit of a cutout there for your thumb on the spine. Fits in there really, really nice. And yeah, back to the whole hand model. This one, yeah, it's made to fit me just dang near perfect. Now, like I said, for those of you with larger hands, you might probably trend towards the 949 rather than the 949X. Pocket clip. Pocket clip hits me in all the right places. There's no issue with the clip. I will talk about the clip a little bit here, though. Yeah, no issues. No issues, no hot spots. I like the look of the blade. I like the finish on the blade. You kind of got a little bit of a harpoon thing going. Drop point, nice belly. The whole thing, no real... I really not wanting to call that a forward finger choil because you are so close to that corner. So, I'm not going to go there. The micarta on the handle, yeah, that is definitely one of my favorite features of this knife, is that micarta. It's done very, very well. Now, the one thing I will point out about the clip, and you know what? I only noticed this for one reason. I was actually carrying this. I never swapped the clip. Obviously, I can't, but I was still carrying this like left hand in my left pocket. And the one thing I did notice, if you're carrying it in your right, there's no issue. But I was carrying it backwards, and I did notice that. Now, as you can see there, it does stick out from that handle a little bit, and it's kind of turned up. I don't know if you can notice that. But as I said, normal carry for me, right hand, it's not an issue. That's away from your hand. No issue whatsoever. It's not an issue in my grip. I definitely wanted to make sure I pointed that out. It is not an issue there. I thought it might be. It's not an issue at all. So, I mean, in reality, it's a non-issue, but I noticed it, so I pointed it out. That's just what we do. If I notice it, I'm going to point it out. But it's really a non-issue at all. Overall, guys, the 949X, yeah, I am digging this knife. Oh, the one thing I did kind of want to, you can see there, the spine is kind of crowned too. For a smaller knife like this, one that I probably wouldn't be using, you know, for anything I would need a 90-degree spine for, I like that. It looks like a little extra touch. The only thing that would make this knife, you know, kind of that extra touch type of thing is if we had recessed screws on the pocket clip. That really, if you had recessed screws on the pocket clip, like I said, it is a little tight on my jeans. Man, if you had that, this knife would really, for me, probably be pushing a 9. It really did. It's a solid 8 all day long. Excuse me. Might even push it to an 8.5. That's how much I am enjoying this knife. It's a solid 8 without even trying. Good action. The detent is great. The micarta is really good. For me, it's ergonomically really, really nice. Again, like I said, those of you with larger hands, you might trend towards the full-size 949 Warrior instead of the 949X. So let me know what you think down in the comments, guys. I would love to hear it. As always, thank you so much for joining me today. Remember to like, subscribe, leave me that comment. You know I love talking to you. Until next time, guys. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.